Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my new series which I mentioned in the last video. This series is the Smashing Skiller. I have a couple of plans for this account that I won't reveal all of them right now, but I'll just give you the baseline of what it's going to be. It's going to have 10 HP and I'm going to get 60 strength for an obby maul. Pretty much going to do it mostly through Barbarian fishing because that's probably the easiest way to get strength without getting HP XP, along with other unconventional ways like Combat Academy and things like that. This is episode 1. And this episode is starting skills and GP from scratch, so starting with nothing and working my way up. I started off with completing Let Them Eat Pie for some free cooking and thieving XP, along with some starting food and some quest points. I then went on to get 20 fishing, so then I can start fishing trout, because like I said, fishing is probably going to be the main skill on this account, although I will level everything that a skiller would level. Next up, I thought I'd start picking some flax just so I can get some starting money by making it into bowstrings and some crafting XP at the same time. And I even got some farming XP and managed to get to level 3 farming, which is always nice. So once I had all of that flax, it was just to spin it for some money. The first ever loot beam I've seen on this account, and also the last ever loot beam I'll ever see, because I'm making it so it automatically gives me those treasure hunter keys instead of dropping them on the floor. And as I won't be killing any bosses or anything, that's the only loot beam I'll ever see. I made 200 bowstrings, sold them on the auction house, got around 70k for them. Then it was time to go to some shops. So I walked over to Lumbridge shop, bought 1000 feathers, walked over to Port Sarim, got 1000 feathers and made sure I got the lodestone after buying those feathers. Using those feathers to fish some trout, managed to get level 30 fishing pretty quickly. That then allows me to fish the salmon and increase my XP per hour. While fishing, I got a treasure hunter key, managed to give me 250 soft clay, which I put in the bank ready to sell for later on. Some more free money is always nice in my book. So I carried on fishing the salmon and the trout, banking it at the Combat Academy until I got 48 fishing. That's enough for leaping trout, so that's when I can start doing my Barbarian. I also need 15 strength and 15 agility to start, so I went over to Berthup and got 15 agility pretty quickly, nice and easy. Strength is the difficult one. I was thinking of different ways than getting strength, so I went to the Combat Academy. You don't get XP for actually doing the Combat Academy. This means that I could complete the Combat Academy without getting XP and then claim those XP books just to put into strength. Because remember, I don't want to get any HP XP, so I can't train it normally. So I've done a couple of the first challenges in the Combat Academy, like the learning tips and tricks stuff. Managed to get to level 12 strength. Once I got level 12 strength, I thought I'd do some troll invasion and start repairing, as skillers can repair instead of fight. Although this was probably quite a bad idea because I'm only level 1 construction right now, so I probably should have waited. But it was resetting soon and I wanted to get in there early. But I managed to kill 110 trolls with defending, which isn't many at all. And it gave me some strength XP. It only gave me a little tiny amount of strength XP and didn't even give me a level. So it's back to the Combat Academy for one more round. Gave me 3 more books, and those 3 books managed to get me to 15 strength, which then fully unlocked leaping trout, so I could go fish them for some free AFK strength and agility XP along with fishing, so that's awesome. I bought some bait from the GE and some games necklaces so I could teleport to Barbarian Outpost and just run south. Once I ran south to the Barbarian fishing spot, I just had to talk to the Barbarian man, learn how to Barbarian fish. He gave me a Barbarian fishing rod that was already on my tool belt, so that was a bit pointless, but now I can Barbarian fish. I just AFK'd fish for a little bit, managed to get 50 fishing and 19 strength and 19 agility. Then it occurred to me that I could do the wilderness task without gaining any XP. I gained 17 XP in prayer, but that's nowhere near enough to level me in prayer, so that was fine. I managed to complete all the wilderness tasks, get 2 10k XP lamps ready to use in strength when I hit level 30 strength. So it's back to fishing to get 30 strength to then use these XP lamps. After getting 30 strength at fishing, I then was able to use my 2 10k XP lamps. These 2 lamps then gave me 20k XP, which got me to level 38, very close to 39 strength. Really awesome boost to strength that is much needed, as 60 will take a long time like this. I then wanted to cook the food I got from fishing earlier on as a break from fishing. I thought I'd cook the food and do it in less ticks by just opening up, cooking the first one, opening it up, cooking the first one, etc. It made the cooking XP I got absolutely crazy fast for those early levels. I managed to get 40 cooking in no time just with some of my trout and my crayfish. Still had all my salmon left over. So I thought I'd pop to the Citadel and use the mining plot to get myself 20 mining as well. Boost that up a bit. Then back to cooking it was. Using up all my salmon, I managed to get to 52 cooking. So even though it only got me to 48 fishing it all, it got me to 52 cooking, which is awesome, even with the burns. Then I fancy training some fletching, and I done the best way in my opinion, which is headless arrows. I done 3,000 headless arrows to make a bit of money and get some easy experience. These 3,000 headless arrows boosted me all the way to 30 fletching and made me a little bit of profit. I was profiting about 15 per arrow, which then led to some nice gains in the end. When I haven't got much money to start with, this is probably one of the best ways to make some. I got a daily challenge to pickpocket Pompous Merchant, so I thought I might as well do that for the extra treasure hunter key and a bit of XP in thieving. This daily challenge got me to level 7 thieving, which isn't bad at all. I then thought I'd make 1,000 bowstrings to get my crafting up. They sold for quite a lot of money and I made some good profit on those as well. So now I'm up to 800k in cash along with level 35 crafting. So that was an awesome boost. Next up on the skills was woodcutting. So I thought I'd buy a rune hatchet and a rune pickaxe. Add them to my tool belt, as it then gives you every hatchet and pickaxe underneath of that tier. So when I got level 21 woodcutting, as you can see, it switched to my myth hatchet. Increases XP per hour a lot, and you only have to buy one hatchet. I then got my daily 50 mask fragments, which I traded in for an XP lamp, which then gave me some more strength XP. Then it was just back to woodcutting to get 35 woodcutting at willows, then unlocking teaks, which are really good XP an hour, which is what I will be doing. I then completed one of the best quests in the game in my opinion, and that was the Knight's Sword. It got me from level 1 to 29 smithing, which is insane amount of XP just from one quest, which requires nothing. I can't think of a quest that good, it's just silly. Definitely do this if you don't have any smithing XP. It boosts through all of the bronze levels, all of the iron levels pretty much, and you can start with your steel at level 30. I followed this quest up by Druidic Ritual, which gives Herblore XP, gets me to level 3, some free little Herblore supplies, and some more keys to try and get some bonus XP or XP lamps in strength. And again, followed this up by Cook's Assistant, because Cook's Assistant is another awesome quest. It's just a silly little one. 3 keys. Next up, I've done the Buyers and Sellers quest. This quest gives a bit of thieving XP and allows me to get into the Thieves Guild for later on. After that, I thought it was time for God statues. God statues need to be done in a certain way on a skiller. I built the one next to Lumbridge and it got me 5 construction, which is awesome. What I had to do is I had to drink a Saradomin brew to get my attack to 0, punch the mob, which then allows me to get the kill even though I done 0 damage to him, have auto retaliate off and let the ring of recoil kill the mob, and then that gives me Slayer XP. So the first one gave me 2 Slayer. Then I built the statue again. It got me 8 construction. Next up, it was doing the same thing with the mob. Once the mob died, it gave me 3 Slayer. Slayer's quite hard to get up, so this is always good. I had to go to Canifis for the last one. This means I had to Ring of Recoil the mob that attacks you. This took a long time. I literally AFK'd this mob for a solid like 10 minutes before it died and killed itself. So that was kind of annoying just to get into Canifis, but it's done now. Activated the lodestone. Never again have to do that. That's great. The third statue got me to 10 construction, can't complain with that. And the third dude killing himself then gave me level 5 Slayer, which is also pretty good. I had to build Zami boss instead of Bandos because then I can get the Slayer XP instead of Prayer XP. I got to level 13 construction, and then when the mob killed itself I got 6 Slayer. So 13 construction and 6 Slayer off of the bat is pretty nice to me. I wanted to do the god statues before they reset at the end of the month, so getting those done now helps a lot with some early gains, especially Slayer as I'm a skiller. And lastly, I done some fire making, got my fire making level to 54, so now my total level is 442 after a little while of playing with 16 combat and 41 strength. My pure skiller's coming along. I need 19 more strength levels before it's level 60, and then the fun begins. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making it, and this new account's really fun for me. I'm enjoying making this account and starting anew. It feels really good getting these easy early levels and doing little tips and tricks along the way to get those shortcuts. Things like the Knight Sword are just awesome to do and see that massive leap in XP. Let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. Give it a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. This series is just going to get better and better because I have some awesome things planned when I get 60 strength. You can join my friends chat Maikeru if you fancy a chat, or come along and ask to be invited to Goblin Slayers, which is my clan. It's open to everyone and anyone. All viewers are welcome. Free to play or pay to play. It doesn't matter what you are, as long as you can come, have fun, enjoy your time with everyone else. And it's a nice friendly community. We have nearly 70 members now. It's growing by the day. Really awesome to see you all whenever I log in. Also, the Discord link will be in the description. Again, it's just voice chat, so I'll be there with other people whenever I'm on, having a chat and having a laugh. Feel free to join any of these things if you fancy chatting to me or others. Always more fun to play RuneScape with other people. Either way, until next time, see ya!